Yo, what's the word? What's the word, man? I know y'all ain't think I wasn't gonna get busy today. I know y'all didn't think I wasn't gonna get busy today. I know how it go, man. You know, life happens, things is going down. But shout out Easy the Block Captain, man. First and foremost, if you haven't seen the Easy versus Hitman battle on Chrome 23's YouTube channel, you're sleeping under a rock. Please go check that out. I'm gonna also say this: Easy the Block Captain. If you support him, and you want to support him, you want to show your support, definitely go to guttercity.com. He do have his clothing, his merchandise up there. So a lot of the merchandise that you see him wearing his battles, a lot of his famous quotes in battles. He has t-shirts, he got hoodies, you know what I'm saying? He got a whole smorgasbord, a whole plethora of options. So salute to him. But let's get into it, man. Let's spend a little bit of time talking about this. So, you know, again, shout out Easy the Block Captain. Yesterday on Twitter, he made an announcement that he was back on Caffeine. He was back on Caffeine and he would be going on live around 2-ish. Only problem was he was not back on Caffeine. He later went live on YouTube and explained what happened. And apparently, he got that call from the URL in Caffeine. And they was like, you know, like you said, yesterday's price ain't today's price. Well, yesterday's price ain't today's price in this situation. So we went from paying you to now we're not even going to allow you to make any money on Caffeine. What we're going to do is take away your Caffeine channel. So they've taken away Easy to Block Captain's Caffeine channel. He was running that for about a year and a half. So he is on YouTube. So you can, you know what I'm saying, in the search engine, Easy to Block Captain, follow him on YouTube. He'll be doing the bar recaps. You know what I'm saying? That's where the Eazy and VZ show still plan on going on. But he opened up a lot in his on his YouTube live yesterday about what transpired leading up to the battle with Hitman Holla, what has transpired afterwards. And so we're going to talk about all that, man. Make sure y'all thumb up the video. Go back and watch the KD interview I did yesterday. He battling B Magic in the city of St. Louis, April 2nd. I'll chop that up for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Make it nice and so you ain't got to sift through everything. Because we talked about a lot. We definitely talked about a lot, but salute to KD because the boy been cooking. But Eazy opens up about what exactly is going on with the URL. So I'm gonna kind of talk about it. Took some notes while I was watching it yesterday. So first thing, the cease and desist was sent to Eazy. So there was no cease and desist that was sent to Remy. And if there was, he didn't talk about it, but he said he did receive a cease and desist from the URL. And he took it offensively. Now, my problem with, you know what I'm saying, the overall messaging throughout this live that Easy to Block Captain does, which is about 35 minutes. He has yet to be contacted by Smacker Beasley. So I'm a little bit confused. I'm a lot of bit confused. Let's just say, let's use this same type of ideology and methodology for sports. So let's say Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, you know what I'm saying, Super Bowl MVP, you know what I'm saying, regular season MVP. That's who Easy to Block Captain is. Let's say the Kansas City Chiefs were mad at Patrick Mahomes for wearing a Denver Broncos hoodie. For whatever reason, he decided to wear a Denver Broncos hoodie. But instead of calling Patrick Mahomes, instead of reaching out to Patrick Mahomes, they sent him a cease and desist for his contract. Now what? So you remember when I was talking about the lack of communication when it comes to the URL, and we all been complaining about the $25, and it's not about the $25 per se. It's just about the communication that should be associated with the new charge or the new development. And I told y'all that it to me this was a small glimpse into how the URL ultimately handles their business. And I said they don't do good with effectively communicating. This is another prime example. If Eazy the Block Captain is your number one recruit, if he is your star player, you're trying to build a team around Eazy the Block Captain. If he is doing something that you either have a problem with or have concerns about, why are you not talking to Eazy the Block Captain? Don't send him a cease and desist. He's made money for you. He's performed well for you over numerous amount of years throughout this contract and these contracts that you guys have been abiding. He's been abiding by. He's been showing up, giving you great performances. If he's been one of your most consistent entities for your company, he's one of your most critical pieces for the longevity of your company. If he's doing something that you don't agree with, why would you not? Why would you not call him? What's the word, man? David, I seen you was going crazy. David, man, you gonna have to talk, my boy. You know I'm not about to put KD under the spotlight like that. I saw what you said last night. Hey, what's the word, Kayshawn Lawyer? I see you in the building. The Savior, what's the word? What's the word? But again, I don't understand if this is your number one recruit, if you are building the future of URL around Eazy the Block Captain, why are you not reaching out to Eazy the Block Captain in moments of frustrations where you feel that he's doing something that breaches the contract that you have with him? That does not make any sense to me. He then further on goes to say within the interview, he says, I'm not about to be a slave to anybody. Once he got the cease and desist, he got a lawyer immediately. And that's the one thing he says that he acted a little slow on. He wished he would have got a lawyer earlier, you know what I'm saying, in his career, where he would have somebody with a trained eye to really review these contracts and ensure that he's getting the most bang for his buck when it came to these contracts that he was signing. He also dropped a very big bomb during his interview. He's no longer in the contract with anybody. He is no longer in the contract with the URL. So seemingly, I would have to say that at this point in time, Eazy the Block Captain is the hottest free agent in Battlerap. Let me say that again. Eazy the Block Captain is the hottest free agent in Battlerap. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying, to obviously the ones who can go to multiple leagues and, you know, A-Ward probably being the biggest name, but that's no more. At the end of the day, I do think that Eazy the Block Captain is the biggest free agent in Battlerap. And he's saying once he got off that stage against Hitman, his whole thought process was, I'm gonna go to Chrome. I'm going to attach my name to Hitman Hollow with this battle. He does millions of views. He has millions of followers, millions of supporters. I'm gonna go to allegedly y'all sister's platform and see. And I literally said this yesterday. How are y'all gonna get mad at this man for going over to Chrome 23 when one, it wasn't in his contract that he couldn't go to Chrome 23? Two, y'all bring Remy on stage. Yeah, son, you know what I'm saying? Son, we got Remy Ma in the building. This is sis. You got our arm around her. You got your arm around her until you realize she was a threat to your business. Until you realize she was a threat to your company and what you had going. And at that point in time, and I speak on this for Remy too, she even said no phone calls are made. So if this is your sister, if this is your number one recruit, the biggest entity for the future longevity of the URL, if they're in cahoots, if they're doing something that doesn't align or doesn't sit well with you, why do you not just pick up the phone? If this is your sister, if this is your star player. Because if it's my star player, like if I got a team, right, and I got a star player on my team, I'm talking to my star player all the time. You good? You need anything? How's life? Anything going on at home? How's school? You know what I'm saying? Is there anything I can do to make this relationship better? That's how you treat a star player. You don't not talk to your star player. You don't allow your star player to just wait in the wings and make decisions that you are not comfortable with, but then allow them to move forward without, again, properly communicating with them. Now, again, each his own. You know what I'm saying? I also say this: is different between being personal and being business. But I think in the URL, have y'all tried to build this up and y'all try to portray this company image, this family orientated image. Why are you not contacting family if they stepping out of bounds? If you feel they stepping out of bounds, because you brought Remy on your stage and you label her your sister. She didn't ask for that title. I didn't hear her say, "Hey, smack, son. Let them know that we family, son." I didn't see that, but I saw you be very adamant, be very forthcoming in divulging of this information, letting us know that y'all was in cahoots together, that there was some collaboration, there was some mentorship, there was a relationship that was established between Remy and the URL, aka Smack and Beasley. Make sure y'all thumb up the video too, man. Make sure y'all thumbing up the video. So again, Eazy's whole thought process, and I brought this up yesterday, is to grow his own individual, you know what I'm saying, profile by battling Hitman Holla. Because one, he not gonna battle on URL. Y'all not interested in booking Hitman Holla versus Eazy the Block Captain because you're not willing to book Hitman Holla. And then again, like I said, you calling Remy your sister. You're saying that you support her. You got her back with Chrome 23 and what she's trying to do. Why would he not think, let me go get this quick bag? Because I only sign, and here's another thing, I only sign one contract deals. I don't do multiple battles in my contract because you never know. After I get done battling Hitman Holla, I might not want to battle the next person I originally had lined up because maybe I did worse, maybe I did better. And Eazy the Block Captain, circumstance, he did better. So why would he then in turn have a multi-battle deal with anyone? Because his stock is constantly going here. So he needs to be able to adjust accordingly. I always say move accordingly in my professional life. He needs to be allowed to move accordingly. And again, like I said, this is for Eazy the Block Captain to get a lawyer, for Eazy the Block Captain to ensure, and this was all out of protection. This is all in reaction to the cease and desist that he got. So think about this. I done did Awesome and Madness. I done did 12, giving you 12 stellar performances. I'm undefeated. And all I've simply asked is for more exposure. All I've simply asked is for simply, I need YouTube drops. And this is one thing about Eazy that I love about the way he carries himself is he is not an emotional person. You don't see him talk with a lot of emotion. You don't see him talk or act out of emotions. He's very methodical in his approach. So again, once he got that cease and desist, he goes to a lawyer, has a lawyer review his contract. In the contract, it doesn't say that he's doing anything wrong by going to Chrome 23. It doesn't say he's doing anything wrong by battling Hitman Holla. So what he's thinking is, again, I'm about to step out a little bit. I'm about to make this money, make this bag, get my name up, and I'm gonna bring it right back. I'm bringing the bag right back. You gave me 20,000. I'm about to go flip it for 80, and I'm bringing back the 80. What is you mad about? What are you mad about? What are you frustrated about? What are you concerned about? And then you're not talking to me. You're not giving me no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. All the information that Eazy the Block Captain is getting is right here from the screen. He's getting the information from bloggers. Think about that. Patrick Mahomes is in contract with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's getting his information from Adam Scheffler. Not getting his information from Andy Reid. Not getting his information from the owners of the Kansas City Chiefs. He's getting his information from ESPN. He's getting his information from Undisputed, FS1. He's getting his information from TMZ. But yet, he's the cornerstone piece to your company. He's the number one recruit, but that's how you treating him. What did I say? What did I say when I talked about this whole pay-per-view? I'm not feeling very valued as a customer. I'm not feeling very valued as an entity. Why? Because you're not communicating with me. You're not appreciating my money. You're not appreciating my effort going to these battles, recapping in these battles, doing predictions, doing interviews. You're not appreciating what I'm bringing to the table, what I'm bringing to this relationship. It's the same thing with Eazy the Block Captain. That cease and desist was a smack in the face to Eazy the Block Captain. Everything he had done for the URL up until that moment. Because if I done made you a lot of money, now he even said it. I'm not a million view battle. You know what I'm saying? I just got my first million views. But what I am doing is generating y'all a lot of money because that $7.99 using shout out Ace Amin because he talked about it. That $7.99, if it goes to 100,000 people, that's $800,000 a month. $800,000 a month. Siri, what's $800,000 times 12? 9.6 million. If Eazy the Block Captain and the entire URL roster is worth 9.6 million, and that's just talking about the subscriptions. That don't talk about the money at the door. That doesn't talk about, you know what I'm saying, the other entities that they have surrounding these battlers. If he's worth 9.6 million, you don't think that's worth a YouTube drop? Everything I've given you. Think about how many million view battles are locked up on the app just with Eazy the Block Captain. Let's just stay with Eazy the Block Captain. T-Top probably would have did a mil. We know Chess would have did like 4. We know that. Chess and Eazy do like 4 million right now. Goods, that'll hit 1 million. Calico would hit 1 million. Rex would hit 1 million. You know what I'm saying? There's probably 5 or 6 battles that he has that would have done 1 million views by now. And it's not just about being a 1 million view battler. That means you've had 500,000 sets of eyes that may or may not be subscribers to the URL app. But those are 500,000 sets of eyes that are going to be able to visually see you perform and appreciate your performance and talk about it to other people. You know, the Confederate flag line that he said against Danny Myers. I put a Confederate flag outside my trap and it ain't been rated since. Fire. You know, somebody took that line and put it out there as their own, and it was going viral on Twitter. It was going viral on Instagram. It was going viral on all these social media platforms. And you sitting back like Eazy the Block Captain. It is my shit. You took my shit and got hot off a line that I said. However, I'm not getting no credit for that. And it's not enough battle rap fans, supporters, what have you, entities to advocate. Again, we're talking about something that went viral. We're talking hundreds of thousands of views versus the small community of battle rap saying, hey, we know where that battle came from, but y'all can't see it unless you pay the $7.99 to verify it. Come on, son. We're seeing these same type of situations come up with names like Jazz the Rapper. Shout out Jazz. I think she's going to beat Clips. I ain't going to lie to you. I think she's going to beat Clips on Sunday. But she's going to the anniversary card, Chrome 23, and stating that fans are telling her, we want to see you back outside. Bitch, I just got done battling 4 times in a year. You ain't see nothing? You ain't know I was back outside. You ain't see the Geechee. You ain't see the Gaddis. You ain't see the Vixen. You ain't see none of it. You didn't see the 2-1-2 with me All right. I Peter, you said why Eazy didn't mention the loophole that got him out of to do the battle. Because there was no loophole. As Kayshawn lawyer is saying in the comment section, it wasn't a loophole. He paid the lawyers to get him out the contract. And the one thing about war, see, everybody say they want to go to war. One of the most critical things about going to war with somebody, perfect example, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Where is it at? You see, I'm a real Ravens fan, so y'all can talk bad about me if y'all want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real Ravens fan. But the one thing about going to war or being at odds with someone, you better have money. You better be willing to sit out and have money to sit out. And that's why Eazy the block captain can make the moves that he can make and do the things that he does is because he has multiple streams of income. And when he's really only battling 3-4 times a year anyway, you already know that he making money outside of this, that these battle rap checks are nothing more than icing on his financial cake. That's it. That's the and he's prepping himself and he's put a plan together to be leaving battle rap anyway. He wants to do more. He wants to be greater than. He doesn't want to be limited. He doesn't want to look up and see a ceiling. He wants to look up and see the clouds and let him and be assured that there is no ceiling to how far he can go in his career. There is no ceiling to what he can do in his career. All he wanted was some YouTube drops, URL. You couldn't give him a couple YouTube drops? A couple? I don't know why URL ain't dropped that Chess versus Eazy. Because it's certain, I understand they can't throw all the battles on YouTube, but it's certain battles that are generational battles that literally transcend battle rap. And he has a battle like that. So the one thing y'all could have did was drop the Eazy versus Chess. I mean, y'all dropped Chess versus Charlie Clips. Y'all did. And he even addresses that. He even addresses some of the battle rappers that have come out and spoke against Eazy the block captain. By the way, thumbs up the video. But he even addressed the battlers that have been talking greasy, very backhandedly about Eazy the block captain. He said, I looked up about 25 of y'all resumes. Outside of the URL, y'all not doing 1 million views. I did 1 million views with a channel that has less than 100,000. Matter of fact, last time I checked, which was yesterday, they're only at 65,000. So he did 1 million views on a channel that has less than 70,000 subscribers. Quit playing with him. Y'all other battle rappers, y'all go to these other leagues, y'all go to these other platforms and don't do 1 million views. But the only time you do 1 million views is when you on a channel that has 1 million subscribers. So when you're talking about maxing out your potential, what could an Eazy the block captain battle do on a channel with 1 million subscribers when you see obviously Hitman has a big influence on that? We're not about to shortchange Hitman in this conversation. But for the sake of this conversation, though, if you can do a million plus on a channel that has less than 100,000, what do you think he can do with battles that we know are already worth millions of views on a channel that has over 1 million subscribers? And then he's also, and I also brought this up. I feel like me and Eazy got to have a conversation. I need, you know what I need from y'all? I need y'all to go to Twitter, tag Eazy the block captain on Twitter and tell him he need to do an interview with me. We got to talk because I feel like me and him is very much alike in the way we kind of think in our ideology and how we move. So he even brought up the fact, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to do more. I'm trying to get into this acting. I'm trying to get these contracts right, these movie deals, these show deals. Well, the problem that I'm facing is when I go to the negotiation table and I say, hey, I got 1 million reactions on the app. You have executive producers from movies, TV shows, commercials that are looking at him like, A million views on the app? What is an app? Do you have anything on YouTube that we can quantify? Do you have anything on YouTube that we can look at and quantify, and that can be your negotiation tab? He don't have that if it's locked up on the app. What does a million reactions mean? I don't know. What does a million reactions mean when everybody's just pressing down, pressing buttons? What does that mean? But I need y'all to go to Twitter. Do me a favor. Go to Twitter at Eazy the Block Captain and tell him he need to do a temperature check Tuesdays, man. It's a full court press, man. It's a full court press because there's some questions that I got. Make sure y'all thumbing up the video, man. Make sure that y'all definitely go back and check out my interview I did with KD last night. I will be dropping a street status bar recap on EJ Moore versus Metaphor. Well, we doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? We working over here. Opening up my restaurant while listening to this. Thanks for the content. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Hey, good luck. Good luck, too. Good luck opening up your restaurant today, man. I hope business is booming. I really do. So what else you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he couldn't argue the app views when negotiating contracts. He requested YouTube. He's the number one. He's your number one recruit. He is Patrick Mahomes on the Kansas City Chiefs. You see what if he wants something, if he asks for something, you should be able to negotiate that. And I'm not saying everybody deserves YouTube drops, but you drop Chess and Charlie Clips. So how about this? Set up Eazy the Block Captain and Charlie Clips. Get that man a YouTube drop. Huh? Why is that so difficult? Why? You ain't got to give them everything, but in negotiation, when you are negotiating with somebody, both of y'all should walk away mad. Eazy the Block Captain needs to walk away mad. I done gave these just 12 battles, and they only gonna drop this next one with Charlie Clips. URL should walk away mad, man. We gotta get this motherfucker a YouTube drop to keep him around. Yes, the answer is yes, all the way around. It is. In negotiations, everybody should walk away a little bit upset. You should, because that means that you had to give a little, but you took a little. Pause if necessary. But that's what that means. Negotiations are not one-sided. At that point in time, it's no longer a real contract, sir. You signed a 360 deal. What else? He says that the URL is he feels like the URL is dealing with emotions and they're acting in emotions. And I gotta say that it looks the part. It absolutely looks the part that they are acting in emotions. They are big mad at Chrome 23. They are big mad at Remy. They are big mad at the battle rap community right now. And everything seems to be a reaction. They are definitely playing checkers. Because chess is a thinking man's game. But checkers is a reaction. It's a reactionary game. It is, bro. And what'd he say? Again, and then we get to the Remy Ma thing. And like I told y'all, the problem that I have with the URL is that y'all went out on this platform, on y'all own platform, and y'all said this is your sister. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? My sister, unfortunately, she passed away or she was killed. But my older brother and my younger brother, I'm never gonna put them in a position where I'm going to sue them. And if it gets to the point where I gotta sue them for something, we at least gonna have a conversation. Probably gonna catch a fade, but we at least gonna have a conversation. Like, come on, son, we supposed to be family. Like, why we even gotta go through this? Why we gotta have somebody talk on behalf of us when me and you can just talk ourselves as men, as business owners, as Black professionals? Why can't we dialogue? Why we gotta get you and yours and me and mine's? Again, he's your number one player. He's your number one entity. He's your number one investment for the future of your company. You should be able to accommodate certain requests. You should be able to accommodate certain negotiation tactics. Because at the end of the day, Eazy the Block Captain is not mad at the fact that y'all don't drop battles on YouTube. But if y'all are not going to, what do we say? What you won't do, someone else will. So if you're not gonna give me my YouTube drops, I'm gonna go do Battle Academy. When he did Battle Academy and he did 100,024 hours with Big T, respectfully, y'all should have known URL. Y'all should have known that it was blood in the water. It was blood in the water, and he was gonna get to the point that he was gonna request this. He was going to request more because he is an MVP. Because he is a franchise player, because y'all have built him up to this. Y'all told us this entire time y'all been dealing with Eazy, the block captain, y'all been promoting him, that he's different. The talk is different. Well, you should have known that the business would be different too. If the talk is different, the walk is different. He rap better, he angle better, he scheme, but he does all these things at a high clip. You don't think that he's going to wise up? You don't think that he's going to strategize and negotiate and advocate for himself? These words, are they familiar to you? Or am I introducing these into your vocabulary? Advocacy, negotiations, true negotiations. Not when you got the market cornered and you hold all the chips and you hold all the cards. True negotiation. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, man. We got a little bit more. But again, he's saying he is yet to think about this. He is yet to have a phone conversation with the URL, with Smack, with Beasley. He's getting his information from ESPN. He's getting his information from FS1. He's getting his information from TMZ instead of getting his information from the Ultimate Rap League, from getting his information from, I would have to believe they are the CEOs of the URL, Smack and Beasley. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. He says, why you think I went at him, the fan base? So then he even talks about his whole marketing strategy. He talks about his whole marketing strategy. He was like, why you think I did top tier this? And I said this yesterday. Why do you think I did top tier disc? The reason I did top tier disc is because I wanted their fan base. I wanted to grow my fandom, my momentum. Y'all not giving me these YouTube drops, so I got to come up with an innovative way to push my name forward. It's 50, 60 battlers on the URL roster. There has to be a way for me to jump 30, 40 of them. And how did he do that? He dropped the disc record. He dropped top tier. Everybody in that was called out on that record, he's essentially battled. He's put himself in a position. He's made the right moves that everybody on that list, he's essentially battled unless he did not want to. He's able to climb the ranks because he's different. He's able to gain the attention of these top tiers because they're like, who the hell is this? It's one thing to talk a little trash in these spaces. It's one thing to tweet me, get on Instagram Live, talk your shit, but you put this on wax? I can find your disrespect on Apple Music? No. We're not even about to play that. Man, did you? I see you, Jay. No, we gonna get up, man. I'll be back there first part of May, first weekend in May. So we definitely gotta plan something. But I'm just saying, the disrespect was on Apple Music, the disrespect was on SoundCloud, the disrespect was on Spotify. It was disrespect on wax. So they had to answer, they had to respond because he was doing something differently. And we were clamoring for it as a community. We were gravitating towards the momentum that Eazy was generating. I mean, I'm just telling the truth, man. It was definitely on Apple Music. The disrespect is definitely on Apple Music. So again, when we talk about Eazy the Block Captain, he's on YouTube now. If you haven't, if you just joining us, Caffeine dropped him like a hot potato from you know what I'm saying, their streaming platform. They said, "Oh, you not giving us no battles? You not giving us no battles, and you're going to get bags from other, and you getting YouTube drops, and you doing them. Oh no, you doing too much. Turn in your jersey. Turn in your URL jersey." I just said, man, it's already burnt up. What you want? What you talking about? But again, he's really standing on the fact that he feels like he did nothing wrong because one, he's not in a long-term contract with the URL. That's the first and foremost thing we need to understand. Let's clear that up. He's not in a long. I can find, bro. I'm telling you, man, I can find your disrespect on wax. That's what they were saying. I can find your disrespect on wax. When my mama can hear you disrespecting me, when my daddy can hear you disrespecting me, I got kids and everything. My kids coming home getting laughed at, talking about why your daddy getting disrespected like that on wax. No, they wasn't going for that. They said bring your ass outside. But when they got outside, they found out that he really liked that. Shout out my boy B-Mac. I'm really like that. That's what they found out. So Eazy the Block Captain, man. I'm gonna say this. He's betting on himself. And I said this yesterday. He's betting on himself. And if I was him, I would do the same thing. Now, let's also be honest. Everybody not Eazy the Block Captain. Everybody can't move like Eazy the Block Captain. So when you taking shots at these battlers that's locked up on the app, my boy, everybody ain't moving like you move. Everybody don't have the bar recaps. They don't have the YouTube. They not signed a little flip. You know what I'm saying? They not dropping disrespect on wax. Respectfully, they not dropping the disrespect on wax. You know, they're not doing the acting. They're not taking acting classes. You're doing things differently. You've broken the mold, Eazy. You've broken the mold. You've become a martyr. You and Remy have single-handedly become martyrs for battle rap. I don't know if that's what your plan was, but that's exactly what you stepped into. So again, like when it comes to the URL, so just a lot of confusion with me. I don't understand why you are not talking to your prime time player. Why are you not talking to your prime time player? And he already said, ain't no hard feelings, man. They can call me today. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I get this YouTube drop me my bag, and we good. Because it's just business, baby. This big business. You big business, I'm big business. What it was, you thought you could cap my business. And I found the way that there is no max on the capital that I can create. So it looks like Eazy the Block Captain. We're gonna see him on Chrome 23. I gotta believe he's gonna be on RBE. What he's also doing now, some of them big name battles that were on the URL that were slated to be contracted through the URL, they're not going to the URL no more. This is the year of battle rap empowerment. This is the year of battle rap empowerment. What is he doing? He talking to Geeksy. Geeksy, you got a battle rap league, though. You got the Riot, don't you, my boy? He said, let's run that. Let's run this fade on the Riot. We can do Philly versus LA. We can do Battle Rap Academy versus the Riot, however you want to play it. Tell me what's your flavor. I like that. Hey, yo, Rock. I know you the logo for URL. You know what I'm saying? It's still gun titles. I'm still gun titles. I'm still paying the 25 for the pay-per-view to go see you versus Hustle. I'm doing that. But you got a battle rap league too, don't you? You got the Entourage. We can do it over there. I'll get you 1 million views. He said, man, you can do 1 million views on your channel. Hey, Geeksy, man, you can do 1 million views on the right. This is the dawning of a new age. Battle rap empowerment. Again, everybody can't do what he's doing. But for the ones that can, they should and they need to do this. But if you are the URL, you are restructuring all of these contracts right now, today. Everybody get a new contract. And that no-fly zone list is going to include Chrome 23. And if it doesn't, you're going to continue to run into these type of problems. Because what we're doing now, we're starting to peek over the fence. They say the grass is not always greener on the other side. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's very lucrative on the other side of that fence. But you got to be willing to go to war, and to be willing to go to war, you got to have your money already. You got to have your ducks in a row, and you got to be methodical with what you're doing. Like Eazy the Block Captain had a plan. He educated himself on what he needed to do, what he needed to learn. And then another thing, he's continuing to elevate and continuing to learn. He's learning from Remy. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Verb. He's learning from Verb. He's learning from Hitman. He's learning from these vets that are, I mean, for the most part, making the most money. They making the most money on all these battle rap leagues. They have YouTube drops, and they've essentially been able to take their careers into their own hands, and that's all Eazy's trying to do. You couldn't do this for Patrick Mahomes. You couldn't give Patrick Mahomes a YouTube drop URL. And I know what you're saying. Well, if we did it for one, we got to do it for everybody. Everybody not easy. Everybody not easy, respectfully. So now you at odds with your biggest entity, or your former biggest entity, and there is no end date on the horizon on when this is going to be cleared up, when this is going to be rectified, or even if it's going to be cleared up or rectified, because we know the URL is petty. The URL is going to sit there with their arms folded like this. He went to Chrome 23. He went to Chrome 23 and he battled Hitman. And we sent to a cease and desist. And he didn't listen. The talk really is different. The talk really is different. It is. The talk really is that different. So, like I said, man, I'm excited. I think this brings great conversation, great battle rap content, and you see what Remy Ma is saying. Like this is just, you know what I'm saying, as Soul Bro Harmony would say, this is just a test. This is just a test to see if more battlers are willing to bet on themselves. And like I said, when you first get into battle rap as a battle rapper, I understand URL is the pinnacle of battle rap. Everybody wants to get there, but once you get there and you're locked in and you realize you're only stuck on this mountain, but the mountain is on an entire continent. And although you might not ever reach the peak of the mountain again, you also can survey the land. You also can build community, build housings, build cities, build towns, build infrastructure on this entire continent. So you looking up at the peak and like, that's cool, but I got all of this. And I don't necessarily want to be there no more. I've outgrown the mountain. It's time for me to spread my wings and fly. And I think that's exactly what Eazy the Block Captain is doing. I'm gonna say it puts a lot of pressure on Remy, and Eazy the Block Captain, because everybody's gonna be watching the moves that they make. Everybody's gonna be watching the moves that they make. Everybody's going to be paying very close attention to his next battle and where he battles at. And will he battle on RBE? I mean, maxed out coming. Boy, if you get Eazy the Block Captain on a maxed out, you want to talk about big mad? Oh, the URL gonna be big mad. But it's only business, baby. Y'all taught us that, right? But like I said, man, I need y'all to do me a favor, man. Go to Twitter at Eazy the Block Captain. Tell him, man, he need to pull up the temp check, man. He need to pull up, and we checking temperatures over here every single day. And I think, you know what I'm saying, the URL is probably going to be the next one to get their temperature check. But I'm excited, you know what I'm saying, to see what Eazy the Block Captain does. Support him. Support Chrome 23. Again, guttercity.com if you want to go get your merch for Eazy the Block Captain. He has music on Apple. Again, Disrespect is on wax. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a lot. He is signed a little flip. So I gotta assume a mixtape, an album, something of that nature will be coming soon. He is signed by Remy. Remy is his entertainment manager. So URL, the next time you come to the negotiation table, you gotta negotiate with sis. Next time you try to book Eazy, you gotta negotiate with your sister. So we'll see how that goes. But this is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto, man. I ain't getting started because I've been here. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Continue to rock with me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like the video if you ain't did that yet. And again, Eazy the Block Captain, man. I think it's time that you come holler at the big dog. Appreciate y'all.